Okay, let's go back to the music. New track is out. Don't Let It End with Oliver Smith. What can you tell me about this baby? Something more than you tell me um, a few minutes ago.
Well, this is a track that is from my upcoming Memento album, which is coming out next year, and it's sort of
Wow.
Yeah, it's a two CDs.
Wow.
And it's sort of it's got some of my biggest songs remixed, which some of them have been released. You know, the Standard and the Ghost, and that's from it. And this is one of the originals from it. And I actually was introduced to Oliver. I've known of Oliver, and I've played many of his tracks on my show. And you know, he's on Anjuna Beats, so it was interesting to kind of get him to work with me, because you know, sometimes they can only work with their own labels. But I was introduced to him through my label, and he's a wonderful person. We clicked right away, and you know, we could only work over the internet, but you know, very cordial, very sweet, very wonderful. You know, when you're talking back and forth, and you don't get to meet in person, but you have to work over the internet, can be challenging. But he's really a pro and a wonderful guy, and we just worked very nicely. So I'm very happy we got to do this track for this album. So it'll be on the album, and there's many more songs on the album. It's coming out in the first quarter of 2021.
You know, actually, I met Oliver Smith this year in Poland on Euphoria festivals. I was blown away by his set. Many people was blown away.
He's so fun, right? So, yeah. I love his sets.
Yes.
I watch his sets on Twitch too.
Jess, you have made a collaboration with Will Atkinson, Long Way Home. There aren't so many tracks that would take me in a trip home or in a journey. This track takes me into different dimension like track materia. What was the concept behind this track?
Wow, that one was actually, I had started it, you know, maybe a year ago or so, but you know, I am a New Yorker, but I found myself in Los Angeles for a long time, and it's just been like it's actually been a long journey, you know, for all the years that I've been working in music. And so it's kind of about just getting back to where I am now, which is amazing, and just all the years that, you know, and all the amazing adventures you've had, and just trying to harnessing that feeling of, you know, you can never leave home. You know, you leave home, but when you get there, it's like you never left, you know? So it kind of has that feeling. It's a very emotional song. I'm so excited because we're gonna do some stuff to it. And Will is amazing. He did Imagination Remix. And he's the wild man of trance, I call him. Very fun. He really is. He's really fun person. So I look forward. I hope we can do some shows together this year, and there'll be a new mix coming out of it too. For it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is there anything interesting that you can tell me about Will Atkinson? Just because I am dreaming about interviewing him. You know, he seems to be crazy and unpredictable. So I have to prepare something crazy for Will.
Well, I hear he wears nothing under his kilt.
Oh my God.
You might want to blow a fan up there.
We have also a question from one of your fans, Trans Mary. Thank you for your question. Which one of your tracks is your number one and why?
Yeah, that is crazy. Well, I think, you know, someone asked me that. It's funny she asked me that, because someone asked me that today, just before. That's a really hard one because they all mean so much. But I think, I mean, everybody wants me to say As the Rush Comes, and believe me, I feel so blessed to have that song, because it's kind of like lives on, and it just is sort of fresh all the time. But I love a song called Like a Waterfall, which I did with Solar
Oh
Stone.
my gosh.
Yeah, because I was like, it was my first trance song, and originally it was 10 minutes long, and Solar Stone gave me a CD, and he had all these crazy songs on it, and I picked this one track, and it was 10 minutes long. It wasn't a dance song, and I literally thought I had to write a whole entire song to it, and I wrote a whole 10-minute song, which became Like a Waterfall, and we got
Wow.
dropped it down. Yeah, it really, when I listen to the vocal and I listen to the words, it's almost like a different person too, because my voice has changed over the years, and the things I thought and the way I sung is so different. So I love that song. So that's definitely one of my favorites. Thank you, Trance Marie.
Me too. This track is amazing. Jess, I watched a video to one of my favorite trance tracks made together with Cosmic Gate, Fall Into You. Apart the fact that this track is just like Cosmic Gate said, this is the way trance should be. There is something that made me totally impressed. I dance a little bit high heels dance, and I asked an expert, my friend Patrick Rożniecki. He is a dancing machine. He is a teacher, one of the best European teachers when
Wow.
it comes to high heels dance. And he told me something about you. And I asked him about you, and he told me, I don't even have to watch a video. I know her as well. She's 10 on 10. I adore her. Her moves are full of seductions and melancholy. I can see body awareness, lines, and stretch. Jess, where did you learn moves like this?
Wow, that's so awesome. Thank you. That's so funny that you say fall into, I'm in this room that we are standing in, right? That I'm standing in is where I wrote Fall Into You. Actually, yeah, it's crazy. But, I was a dancer growing up. I studied ballet since I was like 5 with Harkness Company. And I was very serious about it until about, I'd say 15, 16. And so I always have a lot of dance. I took jazz. And I do a lot of yoga. And so I think, people are always saying, oh, even when I'm in yoga, because I do a lot of ballet moves. So I think that's so sweet that he says that, because I think you can never, ballet and just movement is such a part of, what I love to do.
Ballet is one of the most difficult kind of dance.
It is, and I loved it so much. I even, I was considering doing it, but it was something very, it was complicated at the time to keep going at it, and I loved music. But to make that video was amazing, because we had to do such crazy things on a chair. So I thank your friend for noticing that.
You looks like flying.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the director of that, Olaf, he is amazing the way we did it. I mean, if you saw how we put it together, it was really incredible, just in this room of black, but I was on a chair and just sort of floating in space. And it was really kind of crazy, the idea and how it came together. And it goes so beautifully with that video. I really do love that video.
Yes.
Thank you.
This track has 5 million streams. Did you expect that?
I didn't, and that's pretty much the only mix too. I didn't expect it, and I think it keeps growing. And Cosmic Gate are so wonderful. I love them, and we've done so many shows together. So I couldn't think of two more fun, more cool people to work with. They're just amazing. So I feel very blessed for that song too.
Do you remember a moment when you got that news that this track has 5 million streams?
Well, I remember posting it up. You know, it just kind of grew and grew, and we actually did tour it a lot, and it's amazing to have people sing your songs with you like that. It's a beautiful song. Um, so no, I didn't expect it, but I'm very happy that it keeps growing. And I want it to keep going because I think, when you think when you think everyone has heard it, really only a small amount of people have heard it, which is really the truth, you know.
Believe it or not, but I love Cosmic Gate, and every single time when they play this track on the stage, they makes me cry. They makes me
Ah,
cry. I love it. I just love it.
thank you.
Jess, in your opinion, tune of the year?
Oh, I know this was a hard one. Well, I have a record label called Intonation,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very also, I sign a lot of, I make sure that all the stuff I sign is very, important to me. I love the artists. I like their work ethics. I look at what, they're doing, and, a lot of them are up and coming because I want to uplift them and give them, positivity for their own careers. So there was one that we just signed, Nisha Kushi, which is a Japanese. I played it today at the end of the show. It's so uplifting. Armin played it. So many people played it. Yeah, for something that's, of an up and coming person, I think it's a beautiful tune called Bring It Back by Nisha Kushi. So I'd say that's my tune of the year.
Okay, so we need to check this
Yes,
out.
we
Trans
do.
family, check this out. Yes. Do you have any musician surprise for your friends for upcoming Christmas time?
Oh boy. Oh, well, I don't know if you know, but I did a Christmas special this year. Did you know? I did
I
a,
know, I know it.
yeah, you know, okay.
Tell me,
Uh,
tell me a little bit about it. Tell me, please.
Well, I wanted to end this year. I don't have any more dance tracks for this year coming out. I'm going to start in the
Mm-hmm.
new year. But I love Christmas music, and I love it because it's really amazing to play it and sing it. It's kind of so many chords and so many progressions, and for a singer, has such a it's so fun because it's so different for what we do. So this year I did the Christmas song, and I just thought because of the kind of year it was, I wanted to do just a little fun, so we could get together and sing some Christmas songs and try to get everybody into the holiday spirit. No matter what you celebrate, you still know those tunes. So it wasn't merely for Christmas only. It was just for everybody to get together. And I was, it's funny because I was nervous. I was like thinking, oh, what will my dance fans think? But it was so fun when I did the show the first time because they all just loved it, And I'm singing some of my favorite songs, and I'm actually went outside and did a little history of each song I sang and sort of brought them into my house.
You also, a few days ago, you also made a Christmas stream. It was absolutely incredible.
Yes, that's what it was. So that was the day when everybody came on and did it. So, and I'll do, like, I did a replay of it where I go on with everybody and sort of discuss it. So it was really good. So that was my special present to everybody this year.
Thank you so much, my dear. Just final message for all watching us right now.
Oh, final message. Well,
Yes.
I just want to, I think I know I've said this before, but I want to thank everybody for helping me through this year. And it's been so beautiful to meet so many new fans and friends, and just be able to share the times. It almost takes away the kind of troubles that we've all been through. And so I want to thank all my fans for all their support, so many for over the years, and know that I've so many things coming for the new year. And you can always, I love to get messages on my Instagram or Facebook, and you can always write to me, and I will always try and write back to you. And I love you so much.